Good afternoon, dear students. I am Ms. Vandana Pai. In today's lecture, we will be starting the paper number 2nd of the Diploma in Human Resource Management course. See, the paper number 2nd, it comprises of, yes, the weightage which is given to the said paper. It is for 100 marks. Okay, it is for 100 marks. See, when we consider the 100 marks paper, okay, the paper number 2nd, see, whenever we go through the structure of the course Diploma in Human Resource Management, okay, total weightage which is given to Diploma in Human Resource Management course is 300 marks. Okay, so we have gone through paper number 1, which was having the same theoretical nature. The weightage which is allotted to the said paper, it is also 100 marks. Okay, when we come across the paper number 2nd, it is also having the theoretical nature, and the weightage which is offered to paper number 2nd, it is, yes, it is also 100 marks. And when we come across the paper number 3, when we come across the paper number 3, the paper number 3 is also, is it, having the weightage of 100 marks, is it? Now, when we consider the nature of all these three paper, is it, paper 1 is entitled as Management of Industrial Relations, in which we have gone through 4 different topics, is it? See, we will be revising those 4 topics, okay? Also, okay, 4 topics which we have studied into the paper number 1, which is Management of Industrial Relations, which were those, okay, the unit number 1 was Industrial Relations, unit number 2nd was Industrial Conflict, unit number 3 was Trade Union, and unit number 4 was Collective Bargaining. Okay, so this is your paper number 1, that is Management of Industrial Relations. Okay, now when we go through paper number 2nd, okay, paper number 2nd is entitled as Compensation Management and Ethics in Human Resource Management. Okay, see, what is the title of paper number 2nd? The title of paper number 2nd itself is Compensation Management and Ethics in Human Resource Management. So what this paper is all about, okay, see, we are clear with paper number 3rd also. Paper number 3rd is, yes, what is paper number 3rd? Paper number 3rd is entitled as, yes, paper number 3rd is entitled as Practical Ones, okay, which is also reclassified into 3 parts. Which are those 3 parts? First part is project report, okay, for 40 marks, you are preparing a project reports, okay. Then viva voce, okay, for 30 marks you will be preparing, yes, for 30 marks you will be preparing for oral examination, which is based on project report, okay. And what about paper number 3? Yes, when we consider the paper number 3, it is, yes, it is comprising of, yes, it is comprising of what? Case studies, right? Okay, third part of paper number 3, it is case study. Okay, for 30 marks you will be given 2 case studies, okay, which we have gone through, right? Okay, now when we consider the paper number 2nd, that is Compensation Management and Ethics in Human Resource Management, okay, let's see what are the different topics which are included into this particular paper. Okay, the first unit, it is entitled as Compensation Management. Okay, when we consider the first unit, it is entitled as, yes, Compensation Management. Okay, now in compensation management we will be going through compensation management process, then we will go through forms of pay, then we will go through financial and non-financial compensation. Then we will go through compensation provisions and strategies. Then assessing job values and relativities. Then pay structures. Then designing pay levels. Then mix and pay structures. Then construction of optimal pay structure. Then paying for performance. Okay, we will go through all these things. Okay, so overall, whenever we consider the unit number 1, okay, the unit number 1 is entitled as compensation management. Okay, it is entitled as compensation management. Okay. So the unit number 1, okay, it is entitled as compensation management, in which, okay, what we will study, see compensation. What is compensation all about? Compensation means the pay or the remuneration which is given to the employee here. Actually, when we consider our organization, okay, when we consider our organization, yes, in the organization, what we do, yes, we do pay, we do pay, yes, a reward to the employee after the task is completed. Is it? We assign the task to the employee, and after the task is completed, after the task is completed, yes, we pay him the reward for what he has offered to us, that is the efforts which he has taken. Okay, getting it? So when we consider this compensation, yes, it is quite important. So we will go through in this particular unit the compensation management process. Then we will go through the different forms of pay, financial and non-financial compensation, then compensation provisions and strategies, assessing job values and relativities, pay structures, designing pay levels, mix and pay structures, and the construction of optimal pay structure, then paying for performance. Then the unit number 2, it is entitled as the Minimum Wages Act 1948. Okay. So, wages. What do you mean by wages? Yes, the wages are the reward which we pay to laborers. Okay, the wages are the reward which we pay to the laborers, right? Okay. So when we come across these laborers, okay, when we come across these laborers, see how much wage should be paid. Okay, how much wage should be paid to this person? Yes, the wages equal to the wages equal to what he needs, is it? So how much wage should be paid? This is determined under the Minimum Wages Act 1948. Okay, so the wages, they are determined as per the Minimum Wages Act laid down in or enacted in 1948. Okay, so what is Minimum Wages Act? We will go through it. Then we will see the objects or the objectives of the Minimum Wages Act 1948. Then we will go through, yes, we will go through the application of Minimum Wages Act 1948. Okay, then we will go through minimum fare and living wages. Okay, then we will go through determination of minimum wage. Then we will go through taxation of minimum wage. Then we will go through advisory board. Then we will go through remedy to worker for non-payment of minimum wages. See, when we consider the unit number second, the Minimum Wages Act 1948, what are the things which are included into this unit, or what a student of Diploma in Human Resource Management we should be studying into this particular unit? Yes, the objects, application, minimum fare and living wages, determination of minimum wage, then taxation of minimum wage, advisory board, remedy to worker for non-payment of minimum wage. Okay, all these things. Then the unit number 3 is entitled as Indian Labour Market. So what is the situation of laborers in India market? Okay, what we will see is meaning of Indian labor market. Then we will go through features of Indian labor market. Then we will go through the profile of Indian workers, organized and unorganized labor markets in India. Okay. So when we consider labor, yes, your organization's production activity will never be completed unless until this factor of production is there. Means in the absence of, yes, in the absence of the laborer, this factor of production, yes, your production activity, the production activity of your organization, it will never be completed. Okay, getting it? So, what are the different features of Indian labor market? Then what is the profile of Indian worker in context of Indian labor market? What is organized and unorganized labor market in India? Okay, we will go through all these terms into unit number 3. Then unit number 4 is entitled as Ethics in Human Resource Management. Okay, what do you mean by ethics? What do you mean by ethics in job? What is the ethical issues in employment and human resource development? What are the ethical issues in wage and salary administration? What is the code of conduct in human resource management? Okay, we will go through all these things. Okay, getting it? So ethics involves do's and don'ts. Okay, being a human resource manager, being an employee of an organization, being a employer of an organization, being a factor related to organization. What are the things which we are allowed to do? What are the things which we are not allowed to do? All these things, they are included in ethics. Okay, so in unit number 4, we will go through ethics in human resource management. Okay, in which we will be studying meaning of ethics, ethics in job, ethical issues in employment and human resource development, ethical issues in wage and salary administration, code of conduct in human resource management. Okay, all these things. Getting it? Then बघा, जेव्हा आपण पेपर नंबर सेकंडचा विचार करतो, ओके, त्याच्यामध्ये 4 युनिट्स आहेत. 4 युनिट्सचे टायटल्स असे आहेत. युनिट नंबर 1 जो आहे त्याचा टायटल आहे कॉम्पन्सेशन मॅनेजमेंट. युनिट नंबर 2 जो आहे, युनिट नंबर 2चं टायटल आहे मिनिमम वेजेस ॲक्ट 1948. युनिट नंबर 3 चं टायटल आहे इंडियन लेबर मार्केट. ओके, आणि युनिट नंबर 4 एथिक्स इन ह्युमन रिसोर्स मॅनेजमेंट. ओके, जेव्हा आपण युनिट नंबर 1चा विचार करतो, ओके, कॉम्पन्सेशन काय आहे आणि कॉम्पन्सेशनचं मॅनेजमेंट कसं करायचं हे आपण ह्या युनिट नंबर 1मध्ये शिकणार आहोत. ज्याच्यामध्ये वेगवेगळे कंटेंट्स ॲड केलेले आहेत. कोणकोणते कंटेंट्स आहेत बघूया. कॉम्पन्सेशन मॅनेजमेंट प्रोसेस, फॉर्म्स ऑफ पे, फायनान्शियल अँड नॉन फायनान्शियल कॉम्पन्सेशन, compensation provisions and strategies, assessing job values and relativities, pay structures, designing pay levels, mix and pay structures, constructions of optimal pay structure, paying for performance, etc. सेकंड युनिटचा जेव्हा आपण विचार करतो, ओके, त्याच्यामध्ये सुद्धा वेगवेगळे कंटेंट्स ॲड केले आहेत. मिनिमम वेजेस ॲक्ट 1948 अंडर कोणकोणते आहेत बघूया. येस, ऑब्जेक्ट्स, ॲप्लिकेशन, मिनिमम फेअर अँड लिव्हिंग वेजेस, डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ मिनिमम वेज, taxation of minimum wage, advisory board, remedy to worker for non-payment of minimum wage, etc. युनिट नंबर 3 जे आहे त्याचं टायटल आहे इंडियन लेबर मार्केट, ज्याच्यामध्ये कंटेंट्स आहेत मीनिंग, फीचर्स ऑफ इंडियन लेबर मार्केट, प्रोफाईल ऑफ इंडियन वर्कर्स, ऑर्गनाइज अँड अनऑर्गनाइज लेबर मार्केट्स इन इंडिया. युनिट नंबर 4 जे आहे त्याचं टायटल आहे एथिक्स इन ह्युमन रिसोर्स मॅनेजमेंट. ओके, बघा त्याच्यामध्ये कोणकोणते कंटेंट्स आहेत. मीनिंग ऑफ एथिक्स, एथिक्स इन जॉब, ethical issues in employment and human resource development, ethical issues in wage and salary administration, code of conduct in human resource management, अशा प्रकारे. ओके, good evening dear students, I am Ms. Vandana Pai. In today's lecture we will be going through compensation, the concept of compensation. Then we will go through compensation management process. Okay, these two things we will discuss. Yes, what is compensation? Compensation is the total cash and non-cash payments that you give to an employee in exchange for work they do for your business. Okay, what is compensation? Yes, compensation is the total cash and non-cash payment that you give to an employee in exchange for the work they do for your business. It is typically one of the biggest expenses for business with employees. Okay, see, whenever we think about any organization, okay, whenever we think about any organization, see, there are 4 factors of production into your organization, right? There are 4 factors of production into your organization. So when we go through these 4 factors of production, which are these? What comprises of, okay, what comprises of this? Yes, land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. Okay, these are the 4 factors of production towards your organization. See, generally, whenever we consider any organization, unless until there are these factors of production prevailing into the organization, yes, it is not possible. It is not possible for any organization to survive in the cutthroat competition, or even if anybody wants to initiate a business, if anybody wants to initiate a business, then yes, he is in need of these 4 factors of production. So the first factor of production, land. Why do we need land? Yes, land is needed so as you can incorporate your business on that location. Then labor, okay, one of the most active factor of production. Okay, why I said it is the active factor of production? Because unless until these laborers they work for your organization, okay, unless until these laborers they work for your organization, your production activity will never get completed. Your production activity as well as your production process, it will never be completed. Okay, so when we come across, yes, when we come across the second factor of production, that is labor. Okay, what is the reward which is paid to labor? See, we are going through the factors of production first, and then we will go through the concept of compensation. Okay, see, when we consider, yes, these 4 factors of production, while land is needed, yes, you want to incorporate or initiate your business at that location, so land is needed, is it? Then labor, why labor is needed? okay, unless until the laborer, that is the worker, he works for your organization or he works within your organization, your production activity will never be completed. Okay, then the third factor of production is capital. Okay, when we consider capital, why capital is needed? Yes, capital is needed. Okay, or what is capital? Capital means those funds. Is it? Capital means all those funds which are needed. Okay, all those funds which are needed into your organization, all those funds which are needed into your organization, unless until which, okay, you can't run your operations. Okay, so when it comes to capital, what is the reward paid to the capital? Yes, it is the interest, right? Then the fourth factor of production, that is entrepreneur, a person who initiates the business, who, yes, plans for such type of business. Now why this person? Okay, why this person is needed? Yes, unless until he directs other factor of production, the production activity will never get completed. So when we consider this entrepreneur, what is the reward given to him? Yes, the reward given to him itself is, yes, the profit. Is it? So all these four factors of production, okay, all these four factors of production, they do have their rewards. Okay, but the second person, the most active person, is it? The most active person or active person into this factor of production itself is, yes, the worker or the laborer. Okay, see, you direct this person, right? What you do is you direct this. So this person, this laborer, this worker, why he is important from your organization's viewpoint? Yes, because when we consider this person, when we consider this person, yes, what is required? Yes, he works for you. You assign task to him. Is it? After he completes the task, okay, what you pay to him is wages. Is it? Then, see, workers are also classified into two parts. Okay, you might be knowing the employees community or the workers community. It can be divided into two parts. Which are these two parts? Okay, primarily, okay, when we consider, yes, when we consider the laborers or the workers, they can be divided into two parts. Which are these two parts? Yes, some are commonly known as blue collar workers and some are called as, yes, white collar workers. Is it? When we consider blue collar workers, what you pay to him or this person is wage. Is it? As they work on machineries which are into the factory. Okay, and the other part, yes, what is the other part? The other part is, yes, white collar workers. White collar workers are the office bearers. Means what? Okay, these workers, they do work in the offices. Okay, and they do have mental work. Okay, and the reward which is paid to this white collar worker is salary. Okay, the reward which is paid to this white collar worker is salary. So when we consider both blue collar worker and white collar worker, yes, both are very important from your organization viewpoint. See, in today's lecture we are going through compensation. So what is compensation? Yes, compensation is the total cash and non-cash payments that you give to an employee in exchange for the work they do for your business. Okay, it is typically one of the biggest expenses for businesses with employees. See, when do we consider compensation? When we consider compensation, what is compensation? Compensation includes all cash as well as non-cash payments which you do to your employee. Why we pay cash and non-cash payments? Yes, because he has completed your work, he has completed your task. So you assign task to the employee completes the task within the duration which you have given to him. Okay, so when we come across, yes, when we come across this person, this employee, yes, you allot this person with task, that person completes the task, and what you do is, yes, you pay him cash and non-cash payments. Okay, see, whenever we consider any business or any organization, whenever we consider any business or any organization, the expenditure which the employee incurs, okay, from that the major part is the remuneration which he pays to the employee, which is commonly known as compensation. Okay, compensation is more than an employee's regular paid wages. Okay, see, the wages which are paid, okay, in addition to such type of wages, okay, the cash and non-cash payments paid by the employer to the employee for have been completed the work, okay, it is included in compensation. Okay, then compensation management is also known as wage and salary administration, remuneration management, or reward management. It is concerned with designing and implementing total compensation package. So when it comes to compensation, okay, compensation is something which is more than what the regular salary or wage is paid to the employee. Okay, see, the salary or wage which is paid to the employee, something extra, something excess is paid by the employer to the employee, okay, and it is included in compensation. Okay, so when we come across the term compensation, okay, it is quite important for the organization to seriously think on the compensation which they are paying to their employee. Why? Because some kind of satisfaction, is it, which we call as job satisfaction, is it? It is reflected through the compensation package which you pay to your employee. Okay, so when we think about employees' job satisfaction, somewhere this compensation is that important. Okay, this compensation is that important. Means what? See, when we think about compensation, why compensation is important? Yes, compensation means yes, that which is paid to the employee from by the employer. Okay, because if you want to run your business successfully, and if you think that the production process, it should be completed in time without any interruption from the employee's point of view, is it what you should be caring about? You should always be caring about your employees. Yes, if the employee, is it, he is satisfied by your organization, yes, he will love and like to work with you. If he is not satisfied while working with you, surely it will be reflected somewhere in the production process, that is, the productivity which you expect to offer, is it, through your organization, and what you offer, it will be surely having a difference into it. So, with the regular payment which you do to the employee or which you make to the employee, in excess to that, some rewards, is it, you are required to pay to your employee, so that to assure employee satisfaction. Because see, if your employee is not satisfied by working with you, if your employee is not satisfied working with you, what will happen? Yes, he will not give his 100% devotion, dedication towards your work. Okay, he will not give his 100% dedication and devotion towards the work which you have assigned to him. Due to this, what will happen? Yes, due to this, the employee will be badly affected. Okay, getting it? As well as if the employee is not working properly, then your organization will be affected. Okay, so here in this unit, we will be studying compensation management. What is compensation management? Yes, it is also commonly known as wage and salary administration. Okay, wage and salary administration. Then remuneration management or reward management. Okay, in which a compensation package, it is designed, okay, for whom? For the employee. Okay, Why such type of compensation package it is designed? Yes, the motive behind this itself is that, okay, okay to surely satisfy the employee. Okay, such type of compensation package it is designed, which will cover and which will include all the allowances and other than wages, many of the things which will surely result into satisfaction among the employee community. Okay, getting it?